evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Davis Field for tonight's Hart Women's Soccer match between the Baker University Wildcats and your number 9 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAIA Champions of Character Values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And now would you please rise for a prayer to be followed by the playing of our national anthem. Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. Help us to honor you tonight, all we do on and off the field, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray, amen. Let's meet the starters for tonight's contest. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Baker University. Number 10, Emmy Nichols. Number 11, Kat Sargent. Number 12, Caitlin Ewells. Number 13, Macy Albright. Number 18, Kate Niermeyer. Number 22, Aubrey Corin. Number 23, Sadie Dittman. Number 24, Bella Wiles. Number 28, Kaylee Mees. Number 29, Grace Higgins. And in goal, number 1, Georgia Martin. The Wildcats are led by head coach Sarah Matthews, and she's assisted by Gordon Temple, Andy Grudenbaum, and Haley Harris. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your number 9 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. A graduate midfielder, number 3, Renee Barrett. Junior midfielder, number 6, Cade Yamaguchi. A senior defender, number 7, Alicia Zamora. Junior forward, number 11, Lacey Ann Murray. Freshman midfielder, number 12, Delia Letelier. Sophomore midfielder, number 13, Maya Henriksen. Freshman defender, number 17, Nereda Munoz. A senior midfielder, number 19, Celine Witt. Sophomore forward, number 24, Christine Leek. Freshman midfielder, number 25, Jenna Brower. And in goal, a freshman goalkeeper, number 1, Candela Blanco Esteban. The Eagles are led by head coach Dan Schmidlin, and he's assisted by Tyler Watkins and Judith Gonzalez Oliveras. Good luck to both teams. right, welcome into Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Soccer Conference action. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, bringing you the action as the Baker University Wildcats come to town to square off against the number 9 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. Baker comes into this matchup with a 1-4-1 overall record. CMU 5-1-1 atop of the Hart standings. This is the first home conference game for CMU. They hit the road for their first game in conference action on Saturday when they played Mount Mercy up in Cedar Rapids. That was a 2-0 win. Threw up your starting lineups. Big thanks to my intern KJ Johnson for getting all the action down on the field. CMU looking to threaten early. Wildcats out of Baldwin City, Kansas, just west of Kansas City, about 30 miles. Zamora is going to send it up to Heinrichsen, a little bit of a different lineup for the Eagles, a couple minor changes. Had a few injuries on the docket. Baker's got a little bit of a breakaway. No harm, no foul, though. Blanco Esteban will dish that one up to Munoz. Munoz, a freshman defender out of Madrid, Spain. Wildcats providing a little bit of pressure. Up to Lacey Ann Murray, who I think I've said it every home broadcast, very easy to pick out because she's got a cast on her right arm. That ball is sent up. Lacey Ann Murray with it now. She's got Brower and Witt. Baker clears it. Right to Zamora, though. Zamora, 2021 NAIA All-American. Scored 6 goals as a sophomore, and I always give her grief. Didn't score any as a junior, but came out firing on all cylinders her senior year. She had 3 goals in 3 straight games, all coming on penalty kicks. So she was just waiting for senior year, I guess. Zamora showing the sporting the captain's armband today. Nice dish to Letelier. Tackle by Grace Higgins of Baker. Ball sent in. It's looking for Witt. No harm, no foul for. We'll have a stoppage in play. I think we'll have an injury. Timeout on the field. So still have an injured player down on the field. We'll take a quick break as our athletic training staff tends to her. So we'll be right back just about 4 minutes into this one. You're listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. So that was number 12, Dealey Littlear for CMU, was grabbing at her left shoulder. So our AT, Sam Tresky, came and take a look at her. So she's going to come off. She's going to be replaced by number 9. I believe that's Stine Lee, and it is. So we'll resume action here. Clocks will start. Lacey Ann Murray with it. Sends it up to Leak. Leak on the far corner. Good defense by Baker. Zamora. Over to Lee. Lee back to Munoz. Munoz sends a right-footed shot into the box. Was looking for Yamaguchi. Skips past everyone. Finds the feet of Witt. Witt sends a shot in. A cross in. Baker's going to try and counter. We've got a few numbers. They need more, though. It's about 4 against 2, which isn't going to do you much good. Baker's still with it. That's Emma Nichols with it. Nichols. Heinrichsen giving chase. Sent in. I think off of the top of the football crossbar. So that'll be a goal kick for Esteban. Wildcats are led by head coach Sarah Matthews, entering year number 3, I believe. Just Baker alum. Leak with it now. Ball sent up, over, and in for a goal. Christine Leak with the incredible goal over the goalkeeper, and CMU's got a 1-0 lead here. So she caught Martin off her line just a little bit, and just a perfect little flick over the goalkeeper, and CMU's got a 1-0 lead here just 6 minutes into this game. That's her second goal in as many games. She had a PK against Mount Mercy up in Cedar Rapids on Saturday. So the sophomore out of Denmark and transfer from Middle Tennessee State, making her presence known early on in the conference portion of the Eagles slate. Zamora. Over to Heinrichsen on the near side. Heinrichsen is looking for Witt. Witt back to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen to Lee. Lee to Witt. Nice move by Witt. She sends a cross into the box. Was looking for Leak again. Murray still with it. Murray goes down. Scramble in the box. That's going to be Lee. Nothing doing, though, and Baker is coming the other way with it, looking to counter. That's Nichols with it. Turned over. Comes back to Heinrichsen and CMU. Heinrichsen to Zamora. Eagles led by head coach Dan Schmidlin. Ball sent up to Murray. Coach Schmidlin asking for a corner. The official on the far side says, actually, I think it's a goal kick. Sarah Matthews, actually an assistant coach with the women's program from 2010 to 2014. She was under head coach Nate Hauser, who is now, he was the athletic director. Now he works in the advancement office. He's a associate vice president now, and he has a very good track record with both men's and women's programs. Did a similar gig to what Coach Schmidlin had done, coached both men's and women's programs, and then eventually transitioned over to just coaching the men. That shot sent him by, I believe that was number 22, Aubrey Korn. Easy save, though, for Esteban, and CMU will come away with it the other way. But during her 4 years, she actually helped guide the Wildcats to NAIA semifinal finish in 2010. They've done that one other time in 2016. Of course, the Eagles add into their legacy, reaching a Final Four in 2021. So, nice move by Dittman. Baker. Zamora trying to chase it down. And she does. I think that'll go the way of CMU. So no corner kick there. It'll just be a goal kick for the Eagles. Of course, CMU looking to win their 5th straight Hart regular season championship. Won titles in 2019 all the way up through this last season in 2022. We'll get a stoppage in play on the clock. Head official providing some instruction to our ball people. We get back underway. Witt up to Lee. Lee back to Witt. Was looking for Leak again. Nothing doing there. I'll go the other way for Baker. So looking at the schedule for Central, they've had a heavy home schedule here in the month of December. 4 of their first 5 games of September have been at home, but after tonight they are going to take not a long road trip, but they'll be on the road for the next couple weeks. They will go to MNU this Saturday, then they'll make trips to Graceland and William Penn the following week before returning home. They'll host Grandview, Missouri Valley, and Benedictine in 3 straight matches at home. That ball sent in by Munoz. Right at Georgia Martin, the goalkeeper. Good tackle by Yamaguchi. It's going to come the other way. Lee back to Brower. Brower over to Munoz on the far side. Munoz up to Murray. Heinrichsen. Over to Leak. Leak, nice dish to Yamaguchi. That'll be a tackle and a foul. See if I can get a number on that for you. It's going to be number 12, Caitlin Ewells. Caitlin, a sophomore defender out of Bournemouth, England. CMU's going to get a free kick from about the 22. That'll be Zamora that takes that. Baker's going to build their wall from about 10 yards back. Try to get it to about 7, but the official said no, come on back a little further. So we'll see what Zamora decides to do here. Moore sends it in. Over the crossbar, over everything, so that'll be a goal kick for Baker. No harm, no foul for the Wildcats. CMU, if you guys are just now joining us, early goal from the Eagles by Christine Leak. Nice little flick over Georgia Martin's head, the goalkeeper. Just about 4 or 5 minutes into this one. Both sides pointing the way they think it should go, but the official's going to say that's going to go the way of CMU. Munoz throws that into Zamora. Zamora dribbles up the near side. She's got some speed. Deflected, that'll go out. I'll go in favor of Wildcats. Heinrichsen. Up to Witt. Witt to Yamaguchi. Flick on to Leak. Turned over, though. That's Ewells who sends it to Martin. Martin just clears it. CMU, as they've had for much of this first 15 minutes, maintain possession on Baker's side of the field. Baker, a little bit of a breakaway. That's Schuster, Macy Schuster. 13 on 13 down there. Henriksen was giving chase. So that'll be a corner for the Wildcats. Looks like that's going to be number 12, Caitlin Ewells, to take it. She'll send it into the box. That ball's headed. Skirts out of the back of the end zone. That'll just be a goal kick for Central. As I mentioned, Baker comes into this matchup with a 1-4-1 overall record, but this is actually their first conference game of the year. We'll have a foul on CMU, so that'll be a free kick for the Wildcats. Number 9, Stine Lee with the foul. So good set piece opportunity for Baker. See if they can capitalize on it.
That ball sent in. Stays in play. Not before Leak clears it, though, so we'll do a corner kick on the other side this time. Baker's lone win of the year, a 5-0 thumping of McPherson College went on Wednesday, August 30th in Baldwin. They opened their season with a loss to Cumberland out of Tennessee as this ball is sent in. CMU's going to come away with it. Witt and Heinrichsen on a little bit of a jailbreak. Heinrichsen was looking for Witt. Good defense, though, by Baker to slow him down. That was Schuster on the defensive side. Central will get a throw in. Be Heinrichsen on the throw in. Baker losses to Cumberland out of Tennessee, Mid-America Christian, Hastings, Science and Arts of Oklahoma. And then they also have a tie against Friends University. That was in Wichita on August 23rd. Heinrichsen looking for Lee. Lee sends a shot in. Just a little bit too far out. So it'll be a goal kick for Baker. Looking at the other side for CMU, they opened the season against, at the time, number 4 in the country, Cumberland's. They rose up to number 2. It was a 2-1 loss. Since then, they rattled off wins against Southwestern Christian, William Woods, Missouri Baptist, John Brown, and then they drew Campbellsville. And Campbellsville had struggled early on this season. It was a 2-2 draw. And then they opened conference play, obviously, with a 2-0 win over Mount Mercy in Cedar Rapids to open things up. That was last Saturday. So their schedule doesn't get any easier as they will head over to Mid-America Nazarene. It's a rematch of last year's Hart Tournament Championship. Saw the Eagles come out on top, and that was their 4th straight conference tournament championship. Yamaguchi to Lee. Cleared, though, by Baker. Zamora. Back to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen to Blanco Esteban. CMU and with some space now. She sends it up to Leak. She's got Murray lurking in the box. Can't keep it in play, though, so that'll be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Baker will have a couple substitutions coming on here shortly. Looks like number 25, Emma Schieber, and then number 21, Darcy Cato. We'll see who they replace. Of course, if you folks are around in Fayette this evening, we've got one more match after this. It'll be the CMU men squaring off against Baker's men in the final game of this doubleheader. National rankings came out. CMU moved to number 24. About 4 or 5 other Hart programs nationally ranked, so Heart of America is definitely one of the top conferences in the country, if not the top conference for Hart men's soccer. Of course, 3 of the last 5 national champions have come from the Heart of America. Obviously, 2 of those from CMU in 18-19, and then Missouri Valley the following year in 2020, 2021. That was kind of that weird COVID year. Witt sends one in. Cleared by Baker. That's Schuster with it now. Schuster's got some wheels. She needs some teammates to come up and provide support. And we still have 2 substitutions for Baker waiting to come on. See when the head official says come on in. In the meantime, we'll keep playing on. Just under 25 minutes left here in half number 1. Munoz is looking for Yamaguchi. Finds the feet of Murray. Good defense by Baker. That'll stay with Central, though. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we've got the band playing up on the field, and then we've got football over on the other side of the trees on your screen. So a lot going on campus as we prep for family weekend here on Saturday. So if you guys are around, we've got Friday night volleyball. They'll take on Clark University. Then Mount Mercy at 11 a.m. Saturday, followed by football versus William Penn at 2. So it's going to be a busy day, but if you're an Eagles fan, it can't get much better. It's a good tackle by Baker. We'll get those 2 substitutions as they'll come in. So Schieber and Cato are going to come on. Looks like they're going to replace number 10, Emmy Nichols, and number 18, Kate Niermeyer. Cato, a sophomore defender out of Park Hill. And Schieber, a junior forward / midfielder out of Shawnee, Kansas. And we'll have one more substitution. It'll be number 15, Andrea Jimenez for CMU. She's going to replace Murray, number 11. Heinrichsen. Up to Leak. Leak, I think she was looking for a nutmeg of sorts on Caitlin Ewells there. Didn't take it, though. Stay with CMU. They'll pass it in quickly. Witt missed that initial throw in, but no harm, no foul. As Zamora is going to send that over to Munoz. Munoz up to Yamaguchi. We'll have a foul against Wildcats. I believe that's number 21, Darcy Cato. You can hear the Baker fans not in too much agreement with that, but we'll play on. Jimenez was looking for Leak. Schuster comes away with it. Central defense overplayed a little, so Baker's going to send that one up. They're looking for Schieber. Schieber and Zamora doing battle. Zamora's going to win that. She'll take it to Esteban. Esteban over to Heinrichsen, and they'll swing it over on the other side of the field towards the near side. Witt. Leak. It'll be a throw in for Baker. Schuster. Turned over, it'll go to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen back to Zamora. Couple substitutions for both sides here early on. Central's was a injury sub in their first 4 or 5 minutes. That was Letelier that came off. Yamaguchi. We'll get a stoppage in play on the clock. We'll see if that was inside the penalty box. I think it might have been. And if so, it's going to be Central's 5th straight game in which they've been awarded a PK. Zamora has taken 3 of the 4. She's converted all 3 of her PKs. So hopefully I don't do the classic broadcaster's jinx. Guess we'll find out momentarily. So Zamora, a senior defender out of Valladolid, Spain. It's going to go up against Georgia Martin. Here's the kick. And it's in. So for the 5th straight game, CMU converts on a penalty kick. It's her 4th goal of 2023 for Zamora, and believe it or not, they are all penalty kicks. So she and I talked about that early on, why she didn't have any goals as a junior in 2022. Clock will restart. And she said, if there's a whole lot of opportunities to take some penalty kicks, I'm going to be taking them. And she certainly has. She's got 4, and we're only in the first game of conference play, or second game of conference play. So expecting a few more of those. Leak looking for Witt on the give and go. Goes out of bounds. Just calm, cool, and collective, and that's what you want your senior captain to be. So, CMU leads 2-0 here, just under 20 minutes remaining in half number 1. Foul called, I'm going to say, against Munoz, number 17. So Baker will get a free kick from about midfield. CMU will have another substitution. We'll see if I can get a number. And she makes her way over. That ball sent in. Slips through the defense. Heinrichsen, good job to clear it. She sends it up to Witt. CMU's got a little bit of a breakaway. So number 10, Paula Castro, she'll make her debut in this first half. See who she comes on for. CMU sitting comfortably with goals from Leak and Zamora. Zamora to Lee. Lee to Barrick. Barrick to Jimenez. Nice pass, Jimenez. Right at Martins, though. Heinrichsen. Up to Leak. Leak. She's tripped up. We'll get a stoppage in play. And we may be getting our first yellow card of the afternoon. And we will. I think that's going to be on number 12, Caitlin Ewells. Wait for my statistician to confirm or deny that. So first yellow card of the day is going to go against Caitlin Ewells of Baker. So CMU will get a free kick from about the 21-22 if you're looking at the football hash marks, which is what I'm going to do. So Lee, take this free kick. Our official will provide some instruction. Whistle goes. That sends it up. Just a little bit too far over. And Castro's going to come in. And I think she's going to replace number 25, Jenna Brower. So and Bella Wiles of Baker must have some blood on her jersey because we have stopped play, so she's got to get cleaned up here before we resume, or we'll just have a quick substitution. And that'll be number 32, Katie Bach. So she'll come on for Wiles, number 24. had some blood time, I'll call it, and then had to adjust our clock just slightly. So just a little over 17 minutes left here in half number one. CMU's got 2-0 lead. Zamora. Quick strike to Lee, who was looking for Barrick. Renee Barrick trying to chase it down. Barrick over to Munoz. Munoz back to Zamora. Zamora to Yamaguchi. Baker providing pressure, and that's going to be Schieber that comes away with it. Schieber needs help. She gets it from Dittman. That's Sadie Dittman with Heinrichsen giving chase. Good defense by Heinrichsen. So Baker with the corner, bounced around in the box, and a little bit of a defensive miscue there by CMU. They get away with it, though, as that ball sent across. Jimenez was looking for Lee. Turned over, though. Baker's going to come away with it. Dittman. Sadie Dittman. So we'll have another corner kick. This time it'll be Schuster, or excuse me, Albright. Number 13. Have a couple more substitutions for CMU. Number 21, Mariana Barreto. She'd been out the past few games with injury, so it's nice to see her back. Then I believe that's number 16, Lauren Berger. She's number 28 in our stats program, but where's number 16? So a couple of substitutions for CMU. Albright sends one in. Esteban able to snag that up with Schieber right there giving chase. That's Zamora. Zamora up to Lee. Lee back to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi drops back. Sends it up to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen to Lee. Lee is looking for Berger. Over everyone's heads. That'll go out of bounds for a goal kick. So again, if you're just joining us, goals from Christine Leak just inside the 5th minute of play here. Just a little floater over the goalkeeper, Martin. And then CMU awarded their 5th straight penalty of the year. And Alicia Zamora converts her 4th goal and her 4th PK of the year. It's been the scoring action here so far. CMU's had much control of possession here in the first half. Baker will be awarded a free kick. Jimenez. Barrick goes down. Good tackle by Aubrey Corin. CMU will get that throw in. Jimenez in her signature red shoes. She goes down and she's grabbing at her left ankle. We'll see if she can keep going. Martin beats Castro to that, and she clears it. A little bit of a miscommunication between Yamaguchi and Munoz, and Baker's got a little bit of a breakaway. We'll see who can get there. Esteban comes way off her line and clears it. Jimenez up to Barrick. Barrick over to Lee. Lee to Berger over on the far side. I was looking for Castro, but she goes down. A little bit of a dangerous spot for Martin. Good job by junior goalkeeper to clear that one. Keep it out of harm's way. If Baker wants any chance to come back, they've got to protect the net here and see if they can get some goals here as we close up on half number one. Just a little under 11 minutes left. Jimenez over Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen with some space. She sends one in. Nice save, though, by Martin. And I believe that was Castro on the shot, number 10. Again, my statistician can confirm or deny that. She can confirm it, so I am correct in this instance. It's very rare, but I'll take my wins when I can get them. Schieber turns it over. Yamaguchi with it now. Yamaguchi looking for Berger. Intercepted. Aubrey Korn with it. I believe that's Cato over there on the far side. Zamora. Over to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen to Jimenez. Jimenez. Barreto. Barrick and Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi with some space in the middle. Was looking for Munoz. A little bit of a back pass, though. Miscommunication there. So Baker will get that throw in. Speaking of Baker, they'll have a couple more substitutions. Looks like it's going to be number 27, Lydia Brinker, and number 2, Sydney Clays. Coming off for the Wildcats, looks like that's number 25, Emma Schieber. And number 21, Darcy Cato. So their first halves are at least done. I suspect we'll see them in the second half as we continue on. Head coach Sarah Matthews providing instruction. Munoz back to Zamora. Zamora. Munoz. Over to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi with some space. She dishes it to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen was looking for Barrick. Jimenez blocked by Albright. Yamaguchi over to Munoz. It's going to be Yamaguchi. Again, looking for Berger, just not quite timed up correctly, so Baker will get possession, but right as I say that, CMU is going to come away with it. Foul given to Yamaguchi, so Baker will get a free kick from about the 49. Official's going to have him walk it back to about the 46. Just a little under 8 minutes remaining here. Jimenez. And that's going to be Barreto with it. Mariana Barreto. Barreto, nice move. She had a teammate up there, probably would have been a a little better of a scoring opportunity, as we'll have a couple more substitutions for CMU. That'll be number 2, Manuela Pollicini. And number 22, so Renee Barrick and Stine Lee, their first half is done. Manuela Pollicini and Abby Crisp will come on for CMU. Heinrichsen over to cleared, but again, CMU comes away with it. Yamaguchi with space. She finds Berger this time. Berger goes across. Just under 6 minutes remaining. We've had a couple of, I'll just call them blood times. I don't know the official word for it in soccer, but Bella Wiles for Baker, senior defender out of Lawrence, Kansas, attended Lawrence Free State High School, which is just up the road from Baldwin City, so an easy drive for her, but she's had to come out a couple times to get her leg looked at. Not sure if she got clipped with a cleat, but she's had to come out a few times to get her leg looked at. Officials not let her come back in until that's taken care of. Wildcats looking for Lydia Brinker. Again, Baker. Ball sent the other way. Pollicini over to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi. Nice pass to Castro. Castro back to Barreto. Castro sends a left-footed shot over everyone's head. That'll be out of play. That'll be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Is once we hit halftime, we'll give you all some quick stats, and then we'll take about a 15-minute break at the halftime break. So Jimenez comes away with it. Jimenez looking for Berger. Yamaguchi. Nice little give and go. Turned over though. Baker comes away with it. Say Central's controlled this one from start to finish. Baker's had a few opportunities on some set pieces, but Central's defense one of the best in the conference, if not the entire country. And they've had the conference defensive player of the year on their squad, I think each of the last 4 or 5 years, so you can see why it's hard for teams to score on them. It's because the defense is ironclad. Heinrichsen up to Jimenez. Cleared, though. Not before it finds the feed to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi over to Munoz. Baker will have one more substitution. Wiles will come back in. Her left leg wrapped, and I think they've gotten the blood issue taken care of, so she can finish out these last 2.5 minutes. That ball sent in right at Martin. And I think that was Barreto on that one. Albright. Up to Corin. Central again comes away with it. It's going to be Munoz. Castro maintains possession. Castro sends it across the face of goal. Cleared though by Korn. Munoz up to Castro. Castro. She had Jimenez and Beretta lurking, but Martin does the smart thing, just scoops that one up. Just about 90 seconds left here in half number one. Be a foul on Baker. Just about a minute left here in half number one. CMU will get a free kick from about the 46. 1 minute remaining. Some more. A low drive over to Yamaguchi. That's Crispel. Yamaguchi. Again, had a couple of Eagle forwards lurking, but Martin scoops that one up. And that'll probably be the last offensive push for Central. So they've got about 20 seconds to work with here as we wind down half number one. Albright battles that one, goes out of bounds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's going to do it here for half number one. CMU with a 2-0 lead over Wildcats out of Baldwin City. We'll pull up some halftime stats for you here as we wrap up first half action. Here at Davis Field. So scoring plays, Christine Leak, her second goal in as many games. She sends a little shot over Martin's head just in the 6th minute of play. Really cheeky little goal from the Eagles on that one. And then a penalty kick for the Eagles. That's their 5th PK in as many games. And senior captain Alicia Zamora converts that one. It's her 4th in her last 5 games. So she's off to a roaring start here in her senior campaign as she wraps up her career as an Eagle. So team comparison, all CMU in this first half, 9 shots, 7 shots on goal compared to just 1 shot, but 1 shot on goal for the Wildcats. 5 saves for Baker, but they've had more of the chances on set pieces. 3 corners, no offsides, physical game, 8 fouls for Baker, 4 for CMU, and of course that 1 yellow card assessed in the first half. CMU looking to improve to 6-1-1 and 2-0 in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. Baker looking to respond here in the second half. They are currently 1-4-1, looking to pick up their first conference win of 2023. So they've got about 45 minutes left to see if they can pull something together. So about 14 minutes left on the clock here. We'll take a break. We'll be back in about 10, 11 minutes as we get things reset. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central. We appreciate everyone that tunes in on our broadcasts. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. You're listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. right, we are back with second half action here at Davis Field as we get going right away. Said a few pregame or pre-half huddles, I should say, and our head official said, "Come on, ladies, let's get going." So we are off and running here in half number 2. CMU leads 2-0. Goals by Christine Leak and Alicia Zamora in that first half. Put Central up 2-0 here on the Wildcats out of Baker University. Of course, I'm actually Baker alum, graduated from there in 2017, got my master's in 2019, so I know this coaching staff pretty well, so it's always a good time when you get to see your alma mater come down and play. So again, a busy weekend coming up for our athletic department. If you guys are around, we've got volleyball Friday. They've won 3 straight games. Winners over Grandview, William Penn, and then Missouri Valley yesterday. That ball sent in. Ball not cleared yet. Murray slips it past. Good defense again by Baker. They clear it. So again, if you're around this weekend, we've got volleyball versus Clark at 7 o'clock on Friday night. And then we've got volleyball again at 11 a.m. on Saturday. They'll play the Mustangs of Mount Mercy out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. That'll be at 11 a.m. inside Puckett. And then if you guys are still around, head on down to Davis Field as the Central Methodist football program is going to host William Penn University. Again, all part of the family weekend festivities here at CMU. So, and again, of course, if you can't make it for some reason, you can catch all the action live at cmueagles.com, which is our website, and all those links will take you to the Hart Conference Network. Bretto up to Witt. It's Celine Witt. Witt still with it. Good defense by Baker. That ball's cleared. That's Munoz. Munoz to Barreto. Barreto. Cleared by Baker. Brower. Again, CMU looking to go 2-0 in conference play. 6-1-1 overall. That'll be a foul on number 11, Kat Sargent. The Baker crowd none too pleased with that, but official says no. That'll be a free kick for the Eagles. Zamora send that one over to Castro. Castro stays with it. Intercepted though by Sargent. Castro comes away with it again. Was looking for Leak. Ball just sent all the way back. Blanco Esteban. Zamora. Brower over to Munoz here on the near side. Munoz. Over to Witt. Celine Witt. Ball cleared out by Bella Wiles of Baker. That'll be a corner kick, though, for Central. Who's taking it? I believe that's Paula Castro, number 10. Castro, a freshman forward out of Madrid, Spain. Short kick, was looking for Zamora. Overplayed it just a little. Baker comes away with it now. That's Emma Nichols with it now. She stays with it. We'll get a foul on number 3, Renee Barrick, and I think that was just smart by Barrick to commit that foul, slow Baker down, because they had a little bit of a counterattack, and CMU's defense was behind. So the official's going to send this one all the way back up to about the 34, 35. And that'll be Caitlin Ewells on the free kick. Ewells sends one in. That's cleared, though, by Brower. No harm, no foul. That ball just goes out of the back of the end zone, so a goal kick for CMU. Alicia Zamora with it. Over to Castro. Kaylee Nees comes away with it. Henriksen just a little header back to Zamora. Zamora over to Munoz here on the near side. Munoz looking for Leak. Leak heads it back to Castro. Castro with some space. Defenders closing in. Bretto sends one right at Martin, though. Yep, number 21. Munoz giving chase. Just a little over 36 minutes left here in half number 2. Official instructs Munoz to come back, and Munoz will say, if that's the case, then I need my forwards to come up and get this ball when I throw it in. Just send it into Barrick. Barrick over to Witt. Witt back to Zamora. Remember, Zamora had the second goal of the game. Barrick over to Witt. Witt, Lacey Ann Murray with it now. Sends it all the way across field to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen to Brower. Brower to Murray. Murray to Munoz. Munoz wanted a little far out in front. She'll get this on the near side. She dribbles. Again, was looking for Brower, I believe. And that'll go out of bounds, but a throw in for CMU. CMU controlling this game from the opening whistle. 11 shots, 9 shots on goal compared to just 1 shot and 1 shot on goal for The Wildcats. Well, the Bakers had a few more corners, 3 of them, compared to just 1 for CMU. Physical game, 14 fouls total, and then just the 1 yellow card in the first half on Baker. Again, if you guys are around later this evening, in about an hour, we'll have CMU men's soccer action. The CMU men come in ranked number 24 in the country. They'll host the Wildcats of Baker in the second match of this doubleheader. Munoz is looking for Murray. Murray stays with it. That's Castro with it. Castro with a left-footed strike. I think the wind might have caught that just a little bit. It looked good, and then it hooked left. Just past that post on the far side. So I'd give that a shot and just wide left. Sargent. Dittman giving chase. Falls at the feet of Esteban. And Barreto up to Leak. Coach Dan Schmidlin providing instructions to his captain, Zamora, as Baker got a free kick and a little bit of a dangerous spot at about the 12 or 13 yard line if you're looking at the marks on the football field. So good opportunity for a set piece if you're a Wildcat fan. Ball sent in. Ball headed. Still in play. Still in play in the box. That was Aubrey Korn, number 22, with the header, but right at Esteban. And Baker had a couple scoring opportunities there. Zamora will reset the defense. We'll go up to Heinrichsen on the far side. Heinrichsen to Witt. That's Dittman. More up to Barreto, back to Heinrichsen. Kate Niermeyer with the shot. Easy save, though, for Esteban. Zamora. Turned over. Korn comes away with it. Goes back in favor of the Eagles, and Esteban will clear this. See what she likes to do here. Some more up to Munoz. Munoz over to, was looking for Castro up the field. Out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for Baker. CMU will bring a couple more substitutions. Looks like it's going to be number 5, Emma Doyle, and number 6, Cade Yamaguchi. And same thing with Baker. They'll have a couple additional subs. It's going to be number 27, Lydia Brinker, and number 20, Kendall Staley. So we'll have a host of substitutions here. Heinrichsen and Barreto are going to come off for CMU, and then for Baker, it looks like it's Emmy Nichols and number 11, Kat Sargent. So pair of quick substitutions for both sides. It's Murray, dishes it off to Castro. Good defense by Baker. CMU fans wanting a foul. Not called, though. It's Brower. Over to Leak. Leak to Witt. Witt stays with it. It's kicked out by Kaylee Nees of Baker. A throw-in, though, for Central. Just under 29 minutes left here in half number 2. CMU looking to pick up their second straight conference win to open hard action. This is the conference opener for the Wildcats out of Baldwin City. Ball went out of play. I'll go in favor of CMU on the throw-in. Munoz over to Leak. Nice play there by Aubrey Corin. Baker's got a little bit of a breakaway. Number 27, Lydia Brinker, and it just goes past. It's tipped, though, so great save by Esteban. That'll be a corner kick for the Wildcats. Again, a little bit of a breakaway for Baker. Had some open space there right down the middle of the field, and probably could have taken a couple more dribbles, but a good save by Blanco Esteban. Caitlin Ewells will take this corner kick here on the near side. Ball sent in. Headed. Great save again by Esteban. Shot blocked again, so a couple different scoring opportunities for Baker. Looked like Lydia Brinker got her head on that one, and then there was another shot that was blocked. So we'll do it all again as that ball goes through the back of the end zone. Ewells will take this one again. Ewells, ball headed. Zamora clears it. Still in territory. Baker's calling for a handball. The official doesn't call it. Dittman with it. And I don't think there's FAR in NAIA soccer, so that won't get reviewed, but you can see the bench of Baker and their entire visiting section imploring for a handball to be called, and I think that was, since that was in the box, that would have been an automatic PK, but we play on. Baker maintains possession. This has been their best 5 or 6 minutes of soccer all night. Wiles. Good defense by CMU. Castro sends that one up to Leak, and Leak's got some space, but Ewells will send that back to Martin. Martin. all the way over on CMU side of the field. Yamaguchi, who just came in about 5 or 6 minutes ago. Brower over to Munoz. Munoz here on the near side, looking for Murray. Out of play, though, so it'll be a throw-in for Kaylee Nees of Baker. Nees on the throw-in. Brower. Murray goes one-on-one with Nees, and that ball will go with the Wildcats. Out of play. We'll see which way. Ball's thrown in. It'll go in favor of Baker. And again, Baker's got a couple of forwards lurking, but Zamora pushes the ball upfield. And now to Witt, and Witt's got some space. She's got teammates out in front of her, who's looking for Murray. Lacey Ann Murray with it now. Nice move by Murray. Left-footed strike. Over everything, and that went through the upright of the football crossbar. Again, I always say if we're playing American football, that'd be 3 points, but we're not, so it'll just be a simple goal kick for BU. Some more back to Blanco Esteban. Esteban shifts it over to Yamaguchi on the far side. Yamaguchi to Brower. Brower with some space up the middle. She's got Barrick. Munoz right there. She's got Murray lurking. She dishes it off to Murray. A little give and go back to Munoz. We'll see if Munoz can track it down. She can't. So that'll be a throw in for the Wildcats. Kat Sargent warming back up for Baker, and they say that Maya Henriksen for CMU. That ball strikes the top of the crossbar, and Martins is down, and the goal is open. Witt still with it. Ball's cleared, and we'll have probably a stoppage in play as we tend to our goalkeeper. Looks like she collided with the post. And she is still down. We'll get a stoppage in play here as I think the athletic trainers, so they'll be signaled to come on. So we'll take a quick break as they tend to Martin, and we'll be right back. You're listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. And just like that, we're back, and CMU right off the bat scores. And I believe that was Paula Castro, number 10. So we'll have to get confirmation on the goal scoring, but pretty sure it was Paula Castro off of the corner kick, and just like that, CMU's got a 3-0 lead here as we reset. And I forget the official term, but I think they call that an Olympico if you score off of the corner. My dad is always a fan of that. If that's indeed what happened, we'll confirm with our statistician and make sure that's indeed correct. Andrea Jimenez, she'll come back in. Yamaguchi. So just like that, CMU leads 3-0, just under 21 minutes left, and Eagles firmly in control of this match. And we'll get another stoppage in play. Again, I think that's going to be number 11, Kat Sargent. She took one off the noggin a few times. Andrea Jimenez is going to return. She'll come off for number 24, Christine Leak. Couple quick substitutions for Central as we close out on the final 20 minutes of action here. Murray giving chase. Ball still not cleared, still in the box. Brower. Back to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi finding the seam with Witt. Witt over to Emma Doyle, who just came in. That's Barrick, maintains possession. Castro. Castro sends one. Again through the uprights. Just be a simple goal kick for the Wildcats. Manuela Polacini will come back in for CMU. We'll see who she replaces. Looks like that'll be Paula Castro, so her night is done. Jimenez was looking for Witt here on the near sideline. Wildcats come away with it. Goes out of bounds. It will stay with Baker. Witt. Witt still with it. She's got Doyle over on her left. She goes down. Say it's been a physical game all night. Jimenez over to Murray. Murray to Doyle. Doyle goes down in the box, stays with it. Doyle with a shot, blocked. Murray. That's Barrick with it now. Ball still up for grabs. Zamora. Over to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen. to Zamora. Zamora with the official also playing defense. He's not wearing gray or blue. Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi was looking for Doyle. Cleared, though, by Albright. Stay with CMU. Of course, if you guys know Macy Albright for Baker, she's also working with Tyler Price at the conference office. So Doyle sends that one up. Over everyone's head. That'll be a goal kick for Martin. Stine Lee's going to return here. We'll see who she replaces. Looks like it'll be Witt. So Witt will come off. And then for Baker, it'll be Sadie Dittman and Katie Bach. We'll see when they elect to let them come on. But again, Macy Albright running the Heart of America Athletic Conference socials for her internship, so she's done a great job. Shout out to a fellow Baker alum. Pair of substitutions for Baker, so that'll be Dittman and Bach. Coming off will be number 20, Kendall Staley, and number 27, Lydia Brinker. A quick throw in for Baker. After those substitutions, that ball goes out of bounds. It'll go the way of CMU for a goal kick. Esteban to Zamora. Zamora with her fourth goal of the evening on a, fourth goal of the year on a penalty kick in the first half. Lauren Berger will come in. Looks like she'll replace Barrick. Three. Doyle to Yamaguchi. Ball goes out of play. Stays with CMU. Ball sent in. Flicked on. Polacini's probably going to chase this one down. Again, I have a lovely 4-inch wall blocking my vision, so it's hard to see what's what. That wouldn't be a bad spot. Heinrichsen on the throw-in. Heinrichsen heads it. Lee right there. Lee up to Jimenez. Jimenez with some space. She's got Doyle chasing and Murray. Here's Murray. Murray weaves through a few defenders. Back to Jimenez on the far side. Jimenez. Little give and go to Murray. Murray tackled. Asking for it to be a set piece on a corner, but official says no, we'll go the other way, so that'll be a corner, or excuse me, a goal kick for Martin. Martin. To Brower. Jimenez. Berger directing traffic. It's Lauren Berger. Berger sends one into the box. Goes across. Murray Wide open net. Off the crossbar. And Doyle was right there for the putback, but again, I think a foul was called there somewhere because official stopped play, and Martin will get a free kick just outside of her goalie area. So again, CMU looking to pad their lead. We're just under 13 minutes. Baker on a breakaway. That's Sargent with it. Cat Sargent. Bella Wiles. Good save by Esteban. Doyle. Out of the back of the end zone. And even though the score's 3-0, the intensity still is much as it was in the first half. So I think that's going to be Lee on the corner. CMU looking to add their 4th goal. See if they can do it. Lee. Ball's cleared by Baker. See Heinrichsen and Pollicini both giving chase. Doyle looking for Berger. Lee over to Jimenez. Jimenez sends one in. Doyle right there. Deflected though and cleared by Baker. Dittman. Up to Sargent. Wiles. It's Bella Wiles over there on the far side. Heinrichsen turns her over. Now Doyle with it. Doyle still with it. She goes down. That's Macy Albright with the tackle. Again, you can hear some of the grumblings from the CMU crowd, but official says play on. Murray. Nice pass over to Berger. Stays with CMU. Pollicini fires off a shot. Deflected. Lee up to Brower. Yamaguchi with the shot. Martin punches it away. Just under 9 minutes left here. So again, CMU, the score holds, they'll improve to 6-1-1, 2-0 in the heart of America. Heinrichsen fires off a shot. Steers clear of the net, though. Baker fall to 1-5-1, 0-1-1, 0-1-0 in the Heart, just their first conference game of the year. Yamaguchi over to Jimenez. Jimenez keeps it in play. Jimenez to Berger. Berger. Had a few defenders giving chase. Baker comes away with it, but not before Policini shuts down any offensive counter for Baker. Baker will get the throw in. That'll go out, and Yamaguchi for the Eagles will throw this one in. Yamaguchi. And that's Sargent. Excuse me, Wiles. Wiles still with it. Jenna Brower clears that one. Baker with a throw in. And that's Sargent with it. Up to. Again, good defense by CMU, not really letting them get too far back. And that shot is fired way over the top of the crossbar. Looks like that was number 22, Aubrey Corn. And Paula Castro, she's going to come back in. I jinxed earlier. I said her night was done, but she'll come in and close this match out here. Probably a few final substitutions for the Eagles as we wrap up the first game of tonight's doubleheader. Again, if you guys make sure you stick around for our second game. I'll be the CMU men, ranked number 24 in the country. Latest poll just came out today, and they'll square off against Baker. And Baker, a strong tradition, a strong, rich history of soccer. It's all started by Nate Hauser. Really got both those programs up and going. Moved on to become athletic director, and now is in an advancement role at Baker, so is moving on up the ladder. Berger over to Murray. Murray. She goes down. We'll have a stoppage in play. And I think we'll get our second yellow card of the night. And that's going to be issued to number 29, Grace Higgins, whether she wants to or not. So CMU will get that free kick. Clock restarts. Just about 5.5 minutes left here. Zamora just does a good job to get that to Esteban. Sends it upfield, not a danger. Heinrichsen. Over to Doyle. Doyle. Heinrichsen. Baker with a little bit of offensive pressure, too far out in front though. Esteban, she'll pick that one up. It's Lee. Lee up to Doyle. Doyle's got some space. She's got Berger over. Albright giving chase. Jimenez. Jimenez flicks it on. Goal. CMU leads 4-0 here. So again, a good sequence there by CMU, just playing that ball up the field, and really started with a nice pass from Lee up to Doyle. And again, CMU just cruising here offensively in the second half. A pair of goals in half number 2, and then same thing in half number 1. Zamora is going to come off, so her night is finished. So she gets a well-deserved break. So Carly Edwards replaces Zamora here in the final moments. Jimenez looking for Murray. Murray over to Berger. Headed. We'll get a stoppage in play. And we might get another yellow card here. We'll see. We will. That'll be assessed to Lauren Berger, number 16. So So Abigail Crispell comes back on. She replaces Berger. Yamaguchi sends one into the box. Deflected, though. So corner sent in. Headed by Murray. Too much, though, and that'll be a goal kick for the Wildcats. CMU up 4-0 here as we just are under 3 minutes in this final half. So at the conclusion of this game, we'll give you some quick stat updates, and then we'll shut things down, but make sure you come back and get ready for the men's game. And had a collision on the track. Looks like it's 20. Correct. So free kick for Heinrichsen and the Eagles. You have to think they'll just try to do a little bit of time wasting here in the final 120 seconds of this one. Again, shout out to KP and Matt and Susan over at Baker if y'all are tuning in. Thanks for listening to the broadcast. We appreciate you guys as always. So just about 90 seconds left here in the match. So again, we'll have 30 minutes on the clock for warm-ups for the CMU men, and then we'll get that one started. Lee sends that one in, deflected though. And we'll do it again. This time it will be a free kick, or excuse me, a corner kick on the other side. Looks like Lee will be taking this one. 1 minute remaining. So about 1 minute left here in second half action. CMU up 4-0. Ball sent in. Cleared though. Polacini up to Heinrichsen. It's about 20 seconds left here. Polacini. Ball sent out. So that's going to do it here for our first game of the evening. Decisive victory for the Eagles as they take this one 4-0 here. Over the Baker University Wildcats. We'll get you guys some quick stats, and then we'll get you out of here and we'll get you ready for the men's game. So CMU finishes the evening with 22 shots, 14 of those coming on frame, so a very efficient night for the Eagles compared to just 7 shots, 5 shots on goal for the Wildcats. A physical game from start to finish. 21 total fouls, 3 cards in total, 2 on Baker, 1 on CMU. Corners fairly even, 5 for the Wildcats, just 4 for CMU. Of course, we'll give you the scoring plays here. Christine Leak started it all off in just the 6th minute of play, and then Alicia Zamora with her 4th PK in the last 5 games. In the 25th minute, put CMU up 2-0, and then Paula Castro on an Olympico-style corner kick gives CMU a 3-0 lead, and then Andrea Jimenez shuts this one down with the assist coming from Emma Doyle. So with that, CMU is going to improve to 6-1-1, 2-0 in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. The Wildcats drop to 1-5-1 overall and 0-1 in the conference. So that's going to do it here for women's soccer action here at CMU. Stick around. We've got 30 minutes until the men's game. So this has been Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications. Be sure to stick around. We'll be back in about 30. You've been listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Heart Conference Network.